Oh, you already got it? Yes, sir. Yeah.
This is the first design that we are doing together with Taylor. He built this design from scratch with his own bare hands. And now I will be building this from scratch with my own bare hands. I'm gonna be the only one on this job. I'm gonna be hauling everything. There's gonna be no ditch witches, no power tools, nothing. It's gonna be me, a shovel, a pick, a wheelbarrow, and my back. Let the games begin.
Let the games begin.
Wow, $42,000 landscaping job. As you see, this is me at the ditch witch. We were a guy short, and we had 3 hours left. And I drove the semi-truck. I didn't have Randy there at the time. So, what we had to do is I had to get on there. All right, so this is Jose. He is, as you see, we're doing some ghetto tree removal. And on this particular job, we had to take down the stump. We had to take out the stump. So the boys are taking a break right now. Always taking a break. Jose, what's up with your breaks? Always taking breaks. I'm just teasing. It looks like they're taking a break every 3 minutes here. It's like they work for 3 minutes and then take a break. But obviously, this is a time lapse and it's sped up. Jose's actually really good. I was just teasing. For any of you people that are like, oh, you're making fun of your employees. Relax, dude. You can't have fun. What are you doing? The ditch witch going to work right now. We do have quite a bit of people here, but I think we put 5 or 6 guys here, which is probably 2 guys too many, but we just had to wrap this one up because this particular job was in the middle of the boonies, and we just had to vamonos to get to the other ones. Look at that fog coming in. Boys, I gotta tell you, you're watching this. April 16th, we're having a very special giveaway. I'm giving away an excavator. That's right, a Cat 304. This machine is pretty much brand new. It's got like 70 hours on it. And it's gonna be to people in Goking. You'd be like, how do I get in on this, T? Do I have to get a golden ticket? No, you actually don't have to get a golden ticket. All you have to do is be in Goking, and we're gonna have people. Everybody in Goking is invited. If you want to come compete for it, you can. It's going to be insane. Like, insane. Someone's going to take it home. It's April 16th. It's on a Saturday in San Jose, California. All the details are in Goking. Literally, if you are a member, you're invited. You can compete for it. And may the best man win. So right now, they are forming, doing all the irrigation stuff. And the cool thing about this job is when Taylor is the designer. He works at Applewood. He's a wizard. He's a design wizard. And when I finally convinced him to come to San Jose to help me with designs, because every single design that came my way, I was just always referring to somebody else or just, we don't do designs, sorry. And I was turning down a lot of work. And I met Taylor at a giveaway, actually. He was one of the participants. Hey, did you get selected or did you buy a spot?
Bought a ticket.
Okay, so he bought a spot from someone else. And he came here, and this dude was relentless. Like, he was nuts. He's in the trailer video. Coaster, play a little clip right here. And
No.
so Taylor was crazy. Next person to get out gets a guaranteed spot for the truck.
That's crazy. You know what the challenge is yet for that?
And I was like, dude, if he's so crazy about winning the trailer, which he actually did, I was like, imagine what he can do if he joins the Applewood team and just starts banging designs. And I made a phone call to him and I said, Tay, what do you think about this? And he's like, well, let me get back to you, right? That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
Let me get back to you. And I said, okay, but I don't know what there's to think about. And I was very persistent. I kept calling, kept following up, and I was like, dude, this is gonna work out, trust me. And he actually flew out for a day and a half, and he's like, where do I sleep? I'm like, just sleep my extra. I have a spare. I'm like, just sleep there. It's not a big deal. And I'll line up like 6, 7 designs that day. And Taylor was like, really? And I was like, yeah. And then I just started answering phone calls like a madman, and I just started lining up designs. And I lined up like 7 or 8 deals in 2 days. Right, Tay?
Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, and we
I
just,
was tired.
I went with him. Like on Saturday and Sunday, I was going with him every single design appointment. And I just, like, first I did the design, I sold it, and then after like third or fourth, I'm like, dude, I think Taylor's got it. And then he took over and he just started selling the design to the customers. And then he closed his first one, which was $2,000, and then another couple $1,000 one. And we already had like $8,000 in work lined up, and he didn't even move here. So that was a huge success for us because I was really excited about that. So after we saw that this can actually work, Taylor, he's like, all right, I'm gonna go back home, because he was doing designs for a few other guys, and he's like, I just gotta finish this out. So they're like, the customers are not mad that I'm just dipping out. And I said, fair, do your thing, it's all good. So he went home. How many weeks did you go home for, Tay?
Like a month.
Yeah, he went home for 4 weeks, a month, and I actually made more design appointments in that time between. And I said, just come out for one day. So he came out for Saturday. We closed more deals. So I think before you moved here, you had what, like at least $10,000 in work lined up, right?
Yeah, right away.
At least 10 grand. And I felt really good about that. I felt confident. Like, I know that, like, dude, I've been in landscaping since I was like 16, 17. I've been doing this kind of stuff since I was 23. And like, I know how to sell deals. And then as soon as I saw Taylor communicating with the customer and selling the customer, I was like, dude, this is going to be super dope. And it has worked out very well. This particular one was our very first appointment we went on. And this particular client, he was actually already sold before we even went out there. He had the money in his hand, and then he handed it to us before we even like really talked to him. And he said, I want you to do it. And I said, great, more than happy to. And me and Taylor, we measured everything, and we planned everything. And I was literally, we figured out the best way to do it in the beginning. I was taking the wheel. No, Taylor was taking the wheel, and I was recording him, and he was just calling out every measurement. And then when he got home, he would just reference the video and put all the information into the design software. And it worked out quite well. But now he has so many more gadgets that he uses. Tons of gadgets. Like, if you guys are very curious about all the stuff that he uses, maybe we should make a video on how to do designs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Taylor is really good at it right now. And he's got, how much you got in the book right now?
About $80K.
$80,000. So Taylor's closed $80,000 in designs, which is nuts. And it's been since what? October, Tay?
Yeah.
October. It's been since October, which is crazy. That's literally October, November. I mean, October doesn't really count because he was moving and stuff. So November, December, in 4 months. In 4 months, $80,000. So $20,000 a month. When you put it like that, that's not that bad. But this is just the beginning. And Taylor finally made the move, and he hired a girl named Izzy, and she helps him right now do all the designs, like all the back-end stuff. Right now she's learning, so she's going to become very good at it. She's very thorough. I've seen her notes. Her notes are crazy. Notes that I can't even take. I'm not that good of a note taker. But this is going to be super cool. I'm very excited what's going to happen a year from now. And we've already closed. How many deals have you already closed? Like 6?
4 to 5.
4 to 5. 4 to 5 jobs that are already on schedule that Taylor designed.
But there's
And
a lot more closing.
yeah, there's a lot more. But I would honestly I probably would have seen maybe 10% of that, of me referring someone else, because those deals don't really come back. But when Applewood Designer does it, Applewood bids on it, Applewood knows everything ins and outs of the entire design, it's really easy for the customer to say, just go for it, even though you might be $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 higher, because they know that any questions I have, I would just ask Taylor, because Taylor was the one that designed everything. So it's really cool to have people in-house that design stuff, and it's very convenient for the homeowner because they just have to deal with one person. Look at this, the boys right now are nailing. And pretty soon we'll get to see the finish. That broom is super nice, And that little spreader for the turf is very cool too. And this is the ending. So this job was 42,000. It took, I think, 7 or 8 days. Oh, and also, boys, join Goat Gang. This is it's a no-brainer. You could get a chance to win an excavator. Oh yeah.
See?
It's compost. I'm recycling. All right, Jose,
So-
take us through this job and explain to us what we need to get done. Don't pay attention to the fence. The fence is going to be redone by fence guys in like 6 days. So just pretend the fence is new.
So on this job, we did concrete. We did a whole new concrete area. We did that retaining wall, turf, planter, and lighting. The trees right there, and a cobblestone. Learning process, buddy.
So look, we got lights in between.
yeah.
Taylor made this design, by the way. This was the first job we've ever done that Taylor designed. Some things we changed. He put the lights inside the concrete, but we realized it's going to be kind of a logistical nightmare because we didn't have the right lights. Remember those
Correct,
special
yeah.
lights? And those special lights are very expensive.
Yep, they have a special sleeve that you can set up on the concrete, and then you put the light on. But they were a little bit too expensive, so we went to the normal ones. And it's easier too.
I didn't budget for those accordingly, but these will be just fine. And if there's ever a problem with them, it's easy to replace. Little retaining wall. When we first got here, the pitch was going towards his house. So we switched it up, and now it's going away from his house. Front yard?
Yeah, let's go to the front, yeah.
And now, for the front yard. Very small front yard, but now he has the nicest front yard over all his neighbors. Artificial turf, plants, lights, and permanently staying, a sign. And that's about it. Any troubles with doing the front yard? Anything else?
No,
pain in the ass?
actually, only problem that we had to do everything by wheelbarrow.
That's true.
No hard equipment going in here. It's just for the back. That
Yeah.
mini, this which, what is it, the number?
SK.
SK.
1050. Little baby one. But the one that you did put a border on the side or not?
Yeah, I did, but
Yeah.
I still put the original border right next to it.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
Yeah, and we've got metal edging here. You just can't see it. Right?
Yeah,
There.
everywhere.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. And that's it. Very nice.
Bueno, bueno, bueno.
Bueno, bueno, bueno.